Watch whatever you want to watch. Okay.
Paper scattered around appears to have fallen off the bookcase. These pieces of paper are wrinkled, as if they were wet at some time.
Oh.
Those big red spots look like blood splatters.
Hi, Shane.
Hello.
Eee.
Interesting. I bet this will run on my computer back at the office. Nice wad of paper.
Another witness to the bizarre events of July 1947 may have been New Mexico Lieutenant Governor Joseph Montoya. According to the sources close to Montoya, he visited the military base shortly after the UFO crash and, when speaking to friends soon after, appeared very pale, almost white, shaking, and very, very scared. After consuming half a quart of whiskey,
Oh, jeez.
Montoya told friends that he had seen four little men. He described their size, short, skinny-like, facial features, big eyes, the mouth was real small like it cut across a piece of wood, and went on to say that one was alive. While these excerpts of a conversation are subjective and impossible to authenticate, they are one of thousands that indicate the fact that there was indeed a UFO crash followed by a massive government cover-up, contributed by AE. Built in the grid, so there are 4 blue squares, 3 red, 3 white, 3 green, and 3 yellow. No horizontal, vertical, or diagonal row can have more than one square with the same color. Good luck.
This door's locked, and I don't see a place for a key. Must be hooked up to some type of keyless entry system. Seems like a strange place to hang a painting.
He just threw that to the floor.
A security keypad.
Alright.
That's the way back to my...
I know. Thank you.
The scanner brings back some truly... My new vid phone is essential to my...
Okay, now I'm dumb.
How are you doing, Shane?
The 60-day warning. I haven't played my phone.
Come on, I'm not this dumb.
Here?
Yeah.
Don't see it either. It's out here?
This door now.
Maybe.
Doing alright? Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Oh, it's probably in here. Yeah. Yes, it's over here. There it is. I can get over there. Come on.
That's the only computer.
Alright, so... Hold on. On the grid, so there are 4 blue squares, 3 red. Stop drawer real quick. Hang in there? Just a piece of paper or something. One of the little notebooks. Paper?
I don't see anything in here.
Maybe it's a drawer below that. Yeah, the steno pad should work. Sorry. Green.
Blue, go there.
Possibly. White, green.
Blue, go there.
I think. Yeah. Can't go there. White can't go there, red can't go there, so that leaves a yellow. Yeah, because green can't go there either, so that's a yellow. Blue blue, green. So green, white, blue, yellow. So that leaves red down here. Both blues. One. It's gone. Both of those. It's here, and then... Oh, no, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, it does. That's a green. Wait. Awesome. Yeah, figure that out. Alright, so we have white, blue, yellow, green, red.
Hey, Shroom.
Hey, Shroom. White.
Don't know.
Oh. Nope, I don't have it on there. Dang it.
Surprise.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Excuse me. Green. Red. Red. Blue and yellow.
Was it wrong?
No, that's right.
Oh.
The Maya stand alone among early Mesoamerican cultures is evidence in the Dresden Codex, a native book of pictures with explanatory hieroglyphs. Portions of the Codex date back thousands of years, and some of the contents, such as tables predicting eclipses and tables on the cycles of the planet Venus, are highly scholarly and would have been meaningful only to the trained astronomical experts. Their knowledge is even more amazing in light of the fact that all observations of Venus had to be done with the naked eye. Maya knew with great accuracy the exact solar year, but rather than adjusting their calendar by adding extra days as we do for leap years, they added a correction formula that indicated how many days away from the correct seasonal position the 365-day calendar was at that particular time. Correction formula revealed an extremely accurate notion of solar phenomena. Solar phenomena. Jesus. In fact, the Mayan year was more accurate than our present Gregorian year, which was not introduced as a standard calendar in Western civilization until 1582, over 1,000 years later. Michael D. Coe found that the Mayan culture was in Etrusc. It appeared on the scene as a band of outsiders with a vastly superior civilization. Where did the outsiders come from? There is nothing that we know that relates this culture to any other in the world. None of the artifacts found to date show evidence of Eastern Hemisphere origins. There had been speculation about the origin of the Maya. One linguistic researcher had pointed out an interesting fact concerning the story of the Tower of Babel in the Old Testament. While the Old Testament was supposedly written well before the Maya flourished, the Mayan word Babel means confusion. Moreover, the Mayan expression meaning to speak in confusion is Babel. Babel, then. What would the inclusion of Mayan words in the languages of Asia and Europe indicate? Is it possible to conclude that in the Mayan context there existed, in effect, a primitive language from which other world languages are derived? Every indication that the early Maya were a tremendously religious people. Their energy in worship and providing the trappings for worship was unflagging. More than this, religious participation seems to have been the keystone that bound social classes into a cooperative, functioning system. The Mayans' principal deity was undoubtedly Itzamna, the sun god. Sky god. They believe that he was sent to Earth by Harab-Ku, the one god. According to most accounts, Itzamna came from the eastern sky. He was known to be the great astrologist, lawgiver, and high priest. Mayans also believed that there were 4 shocks. Shocks or chaos? Whatever. Gods who control the world from the 4 compass points. Mayan ceremonies were directed toward appeasing many different gods. Hunahao, sure. God of death, Ixchel, the goddess of the moon,
We really are back in Secret of the Scarlet Hand.
The deity of the polar star, Kinich Alho, the sun god. Mayans also greatly feared solar eclipses, often committing suicide rather than face the wrath of Zulal. Okay. Back to David Wright's cat. Damn it. There.
Some of these floorboards appear to be loose.
Huh?
So part of me thought we were going to find a body in here. Oh, I guess we did.
Lord.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Some good holes in this guy. There's not much left of him, but I don't think this is Malloy, judging by the hair. Looks more like the guy in the photo downstairs. David Wright. The question is, who's responsible for this? And did they get Malloy, too?
I spoke too soon.
Thought it was Malloy.
No, I was like, I thought we were going to find a body in this room. No, we didn't, and then we did.
Bookcase doors. Interesting. It's a reel of 16mm film. This reel looks at least 100 years old.
Gimme.
Movies. Whoa, now there's an antique. A real 16mm projector.
Oh. Aliens!
Yes. There's got to be some sort of practical joke.
That's an alien.
Wait a second. Whatever that thing is, it just moved.
Well, it was moving.
I think I remember some sort of alien autopsy film from years ago, but that alien was dead. This thing looks alive. just barely. Seems to be in a lot of pain. Wonder what happened to him.
Weird. Oh,
Uh-oh. He doesn't look like he's gonna make it. I wonder if Malloy's disappearance is connected in some way to the contents of this film clip. Military personnel, a live alien? If it wasn't a hoax, this thing could stir things up in a big way. Maybe I shouldn't be getting involved. This is the sort of thing that gets people killed.
okay. Let's leave. Go to the Bruin stew.
Mike, you just missed Chelsea. She stopped in to say goodbye. She's apparently off to Arizona. Is everything okay with you two?
I have absolutely no idea. What did Chelsea tell you?
Well, she and I talked for a bit. She's having a rough go of it.
Nice.
Well, maybe I'm just not in touch with my feminine side, but what exactly is so rough?
Well, it's part you, part turning 30. I told her everyone goes through a phase like this. I haven't yet. Of course, I'm still young. I'm 58 and I still ain't ready to settle down. Tell me, Mike, you ever been truly in love with someone?
Well, I've always had this thing for Jane Mansfield.
You know what it is, Mike? Chemicals. Up in your brain. We got these chemicals going bananas.
I mean,
Yeah, so? I mean, what's your point?
My point is, falling in love don't mean a lot. What's hard is knowing someone real well and still liking them. But that ain't even the hardest thing. The hardest thing is finding someone you can trust. Remember that. Now, I'll get off my soapbox. What can I do for you? That's the guy in the photo, right? I only saw him the one time. I remember reading about the Black Arrow killer. Someone was covering the story in the Bay City Mirror. You want to find copies of the Black Arrow killer articles? I throw out all my old papers, but Rook sometimes holds on to his. Keeps them in the alley back of the pawn shop. Crazy Gary's trying to start some kind of feud with me. Says I'm killing all my customers with my food. Good thing no one takes him too serious. Out of my league on that one. I've heard talk that a stranger's been seen around the neighborhood for a while now. Of course, a lot of people come and go around here. I don't know anything else about her. Clint's done real good for himself. That chocolate stand up at Coit Tower's doing some pretty good business. Leach is the guy who opened the club. Big fella. Got a real hearty appetite. I don't know who she is. This is the guy that was with that young blonde girl who was wearing the nice-smelling scarf. The cops came in and closed that place down a couple weeks ago. Turns out they found Rusty's body in there.
I already asked about that one.
I'm pretty sure.
Alright.
I saw him Alden a couple weeks.
Yeah. I think I've asked about everything else.
He took over the elect.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're done. Alright.
I have to admit, the garbage can to person ratio is pretty high. Man, seems like I have to go through Rook's garbage at some point in every case I take. What a dirty, rotten job. Wow, here's an old issue of the Bay City Mirror.
Who's Who in Local Business Mutant Coalition announces Mutant Pride. Oh, he chews off man's leg. I want to read that. Native Pablito S. Smith woke up last week to find that Barkley, his 3-month-old Labrador Retriever, had chewed his leg completely off. According to Mr. Smith, he's been up late the night before, drinking mucha tequila and passed out on his living room sofa. He didn't realize the leg was gone until he tried to stand up the next morning. Immediately after falling to the floor, Mr. E. Smith noticed Barkley playing with the leg. The impromptu amputation wasn't all bad, though. Been trying for many years to lose weight, said Mr. E. Smith, now weighing in and has felt 195 pounds. He's scheduled to leave the hospital today.
Jeez. He probably wouldn't have been alive the next morning.
No.
In real life,
here it is.
He would have bled out.
Exclusive, the Black Arrow Killer strikes again. What appears to be a carbon copy of the serial murders committed in Arizona and Nevada. You're going to Arizona. In Nevada, over the past 2 years, a young woman has been murdered in New San Francisco. Police are not releasing any information at this time, including the name of the victim. This reporter has learned, however, that evidence was found at the crime scene, which indicates that the Black Arrow Killer has struck again. Reports from several months ago hinted that the police had finally caught the serial murderer in Nevada. This was never confirmed or denied, though this recent tragedy seems to prove that the killer is still on the loose. We will provide all possible information when it becomes available. Fishing pros contest went. Gertz on sports, computer biz buzz, movies and shakers. Bruce Willis, still fit and spry at age 91, is set to star in Die Hard 18, still alive and kicking. Willis says that this will be the last most exciting movie in the popular cinematic series. The plot centers around a terrorist takeover of Fort Lauderdale retirement community. Co-stars include Paul Rubens as a terrorist leader and Macaulay Culkin as a bitter ex-child star. Also in the news, United Features announced today at Waterworld, the 1995 sci-fi classic finally broke even. Oh, that's good.
Kind of sad.
All right.
With how he is now, it's kind of sad.
Yeah. He ain't gonna be doing Die Hard 18.
I don't think he's gonna make it to 91.
Probably not.
I can't imagine why you don't get as tired of bothering me as I get tired of you coming in here. So what do you want now?
Let's see, ask about... Here we are.
I remember Lucia Purnell. Quite a strong-willed young woman. She works for the Bay City Mirror and came to interview me right after my shop was broken into. I have her business card here if you want to contact her.
Sweet. Chandler Avenue. As long as I don't have to see Nilo again, I'll be happy. Hey, welcome to another episode of Everybody Hates Nilo. Inventory. Business card, examine. So it'd be 415 243 442.
This is a private number.
Yeah, I know. This is Lucia Purnell, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm Purnell. Who are you?
My name's Murphy. I'm a PI, and I'm investigating a case you covered in the Bay City Mirror. The Black Arrow Killer.
Yeah? So are 1,000 other people. What makes you so special?
I've got a note that might be from the Black Arrow Killer.
Okay, let's meet. I can tell you whether it's the real thing or not.
I live in the old city on Chandler Avenue. There's a diner close by called the Brew and Stew. Let's meet there.
I know the place. I'll be there in 15 minutes. By the way, what did you say your name was?
Tex Murphy. That's T-E-X.
I got it.
Okay, thank you. Ask her what you got.
She's a little gruff.
Also, Mar.
Well, I hope I didn't take you away from anything important.
Nah, just a fight with my editor. Can't even remember what we argued about.
Well, don't worry, because I'm not here to start a fight.
Truth is, I piss people off, usually the wrong people.
Well, at least we got that in common.
Good. Now, you said you had a note?
Yeah.
Where'd you get this?
I got it from a client.
Your client's in danger, Murphy. How much do you know about the Black Arrow Killer?
Killed a few people in the Southwest a couple of years ago, and then a girl around here got killed recently.
You know, Malden might know more than he's letting on. Then again, he might not. Of course, if he did, I doubt he'd tell you. He's not that stupid.
I'm not so sure about that. Look, why don't you fill me in on a few details, and then I can be certain.
It's a long story.
Come on over to the booth and hear me.
He's forgetting somewhere.
You're slightly above average, aren't you?
Yeah, and many things.
Well, we'll just have to cut you down to size, won't we? When the first bodies turned up in Arizona in the summer of '41, the local police tried to keep the story off the wires. They didn't want the bad publicity. It wasn't until March of '42, when 3 other victims were found, that the story really broke big.
What year are we in
Turned
now?
out the killer in all 5 cases
I
had
don't
the same
remember.
MO. He sent notes to his victims before murdering them. I had a chance to see one of those notes. It was exactly like this one.
Had the Black Arrow, all that?
Right, and the block lettering, same words, everything. You probably know cases like this can spawn copycat murders. For that reason, the police didn't release copies of the notes to the media.
Well, so they could differentiate between the copycat killer and the real killer.
Exactly. Anyway, the Black Arrow Killer wrapped up 2 more victims in Nevada before the police finally caught up with him. At that point, the FBI moved in and media coverage evaporated. The name of the guy they arrested was Leroy Kettler. The night they booked him, he hung himself in his cell with a shoelace. Funny thing is, he was wearing cowboy boots.
Now that's a little hard to explain.
After things cooled off, I went down there and interviewed a few people, including an inmate who told me that 2 men in suits went to Kettler's cell the night before he hung himself. I'm pretty sure they were NSA.
NSA? What would the National Surveillance Agency be doing messing around with a serial killing case?
This is so convoluted.
More than that. Why would they kill Kettler?
Maybe he was a fall guy. Or maybe Kettler really was the serial killer and the feds just didn't want the case resolved. Regardless, there was a cover-up.
Mac Malden said there was another case around here. How does that tie in?
It doesn't. The girl was a grad student at San Francisco Tech. There was no indication that she was receiving threatening notes, and there was nothing out of the ordinary before she was murdered. Oddly enough, the police found a note in her room. At that point, the feds moved in and took over.
That girl. What was her name?
Collins. Sandra Collins. You know something I ought to know?
I'm not sure.
Now, there's no chance that you can give me the name of your client?
You know I can't do that. But I'll tell you what. If I find out who's stalking my client, you're gonna get a scoop out of this.
That's a fair deal. By the way, have you heard of a place called Autotech?
Don't think so.
Might be worth checking into. Oh, and Murphy, one more thing. When I was following this story in Nevada, I met a guy just like you, a PI. He asked a lot of questions, too. A week later, he had a tag on his toe. Suicide, I think.
She just took the note.
Purnell certainly gave me a lot to think about. What's the common denominator between Fitzpatrick, Malloy, Kettler, and this young woman, Sandra Collins? Too few details, too many implications. The bottom line is, whoever sent the note to Emily's for real, and she's in danger. Purnell mentioned a place called Otto. Maybe that's a place to start. Somebody just jumped off the water tower on the roof of Rusty's funhouse. Dressed all in black. Maybe Emily wasn't just imagining that someone was watching her.
Oh boy.
Okay. Run!
Rust?
Go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and... Yes, I want to take the ladder.
Somebody left their coat here. It sure doesn't look like it's been here very long. I wonder if this jacket could have been left by that shadowy figure I saw up here earlier. Let's see what's in the pockets. A cufflink and torn pieces of a photograph.
Guess what I gotta do again? Here, let's save. Then we'll save after it, too.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait, is it? Alright, edges, edges, edges.
Or is it all supposed to fit in that box?
Oh, okay. You're smarter than I am, jeez.
The little...
That's the bottom corner. we go. From out from underneath that. That might be a top corner. Or it's not a corner at all.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah. It's like Nancy Drew with the slider puzzles.
Yeah. Her does like a good spider puzzle.
Sudoku. Alright, we're making progress. Oh, yeah, duh, that goes right there. Connects to that. Ah, okay, cool. I love how we just hear the roaring wind that's very quiet.
Get me sleepy.
Oh yeah, you like that stuff. I can only imagine doing speedruns of this game. But they're probably really fast at it. Might be a fun thing to watch, actually. There we go.
Looks like the exterior of Autotech, whatever that is. Well, Purnell seemed to think it was important. If I can examine this picture more closely, maybe I can find something that will help me figure out where this place is.
That and that, okay.
Looks like Autotech is located at 144 Barcelona. If I'm not mistaken, that's down in the industrial sector.
Okay. I don't think I want to go there. I want to go over here. Yeah. Go back down the ladder.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. How goes the investigation?
It's coming along, but I still need to get a few more details from you.
Please, please, I am at your disposal. As I've said, I haven't seen my... The NSA is a dangerous group. I've dealt with them before, and I have no desire to do it again. But I fear we may have no choice. Sorry, I'm afraid that's unfamiliar to me. That may have been the girl that I spoke to at the university. The name is new to me. This was the newspaper in which I found a photo of Thomas Malloy. I seem to remember reading about a Black Arrow killer, but I don't see how it could relate to Dr. Malloy. As I've said, it's my idea that's the landlord at the Ritz. I don't... The man who runs the diner. If I'm any judge of...
Okay. End conversation. Oh, oops. I skipped ahead.
Hey, guess what I found out? I got a source that told me Leroy Kettler signed a confession before he supposedly killed himself, only now it's like the confession never happened. No paperwork, no nothing.
So Kettler was the real Black Arrow killer?
Looks that way. Maybe the NSA found it useful for people to think that the killer's still on the loose. So why'd you call?
Yeah, I just needed to ask you a few questions.
There's nothing I'd like more than to light a fire under the National Surveillance Agency. It's like they say, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
I like her more.
Autotech. I talked to her family after the murder, but they didn't have any useful information. If you want to give it a try, I'll give you the address.
There we go.
Me? I like working for the mayor. I've told you... Are you...
Yep.
It looks authentic. I'd say you're... Could be. I can't help... He was the guy living in the dumpster by Rook's pawn shop. I tried to interview him for details on the robbery, but he looked like he was going through some sort of drug withdrawal. Doesn't ring a bell. I remember when Rusty disappeared. Big news. I hear they found the body right in the funhouse. I can't... Walden's like a bulldog. Stupid, but persistent. He's a pretty good contact. Doesn't... Are you gonna... I interviewed Rook after his pawn shop got broken into. Mean little bastard. We got along great. The Bruin stew is one of my favorite greasy spoons. Louis a hell of a guy. Had a pretty good source of information. Doesn't ring a bell. I don't mean to come across as unfriendly, but I deal with a lot of imbeciles in this business. Don't take it personally.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Oh, wait, before I forget, because we did do all that, let's save. Don't end
Always
up
good
dying.
to save game.
Alright,
good.
now we travel. Sandra Collins' house.
The Collins residence is in the new city, in a nice middle-class neighborhood. Takes some explaining, but I finally get Mrs. Collins to let me look around her daughter's room. She tells me that nothing's been moved in the room since the police were here. Now there's no lock. Looks like a copy of Sandra Collins' resume.
So she's good with holograms. Got it.
With what?
Making holographic displays.
Oh.
The sewing kit. What have we here? Looks like it might be a credit card or an ID.
Aha! Autotech security card. Yeah! Okay. I think that's all we need from here. Off to Autotech.
Autotech is housed in a nondescript building in the industrial sector. I go around to a side door and slip the card through the scanner. The door clicks open and I find myself in an empty lobby.
Oh.
Either somebody accidentally left their hairbrush here, or Autotech provides grooming tools as part of their customer service.
Take the hairbrush.
So,
Probably a DNA thing.
It's a card marked Visitor's Pass.
Mine.
It's a visitor's pass.
It's number 14. That's the one that's what we need.
This cord controls the blinds.
Mine. There we go.
This is one of those fancy new windows that slides open and shut.
Oh, I gotcha.
fancy new. Isn't this supposed to be in the future?
Yeah, ish. Telling you. Oh.
It's a clipboard with what appears to be check-in codes written on it. Unfortunately, the writing's too small for me to make out, and I can't quite reach it. It's just out of reach.
Now we combine a curtain cord with a hairbrush. Grappling hook.
Uh-huh.
From looking at this clipboard, I'd guess that every victim of Autotech is given their own access code.
Which means 833H should be ours. Got it.
I'll write that down.
Oh, you want to write that down?
You write it down. So I was just asking if we should.
Probably. Save your game here. Bless you.
Thank you.
Save your game here. Got it.
Okay.
Now you have to deal with the security guard before doing anything else or you will be caught.
Looks like a storage closet. Looks like a storage.
Okay, that's weird. I thought it was supposed to open. Wait. I don't think there's a security guard on this difficulty.
Wait, this is security room.
I don't think anyone else is here, but I don't want to take any chances. Getting caught in here would not be good.
No. Okay, so I don't need to worry about this. Although it sounds hilarious. Turn left and look for the storage cupboard at the end of the hallway. Open the door and enter the storage cupboard. Take the box of soap from the top shelf. Look to your left and take the mop. Turn around and walk a few steps. Look at the mop bucket. Pour box of soap into the mop bucket. Then use mop with the mop bucket. Start mopping the floor, making it very slippery. When you finish mopping, open the fire exit door next to the mop bucket. This sounds an alarm. Quickly hide in the storage cupboard, closing the door from the inside. Raise yourself up. Press left shift to look out the small window. A security guard will rush out to see what set the alarm off and slip onto the wet floor. You stuff him in the storage cupboard.
Jeez.
Yeah. I guess I don't need to worry about that. Evidence room. So I guess that office I was in was the one I was supposed to be in. Yeah. Alright.
One of these guys must be Horton. Now I'll be able to recognize him. Inside the Microphone Cartel. Oh yeah, I remember reading about this book, but for some reason it never got published. Looks like a sticky note. I wonder if this Gary Lee and Crazy Gary could be one and the same. Maybe I should check into the alley in back of the Golden Gate Hotel.
Okay.
He's desperate.
Nothing of importance there.
A necklace, huh? Horton must keep it here for special occasions.
Yoink!
Unless I miss my guess. It looks like the Black Arrow killer took a little memento from his last victim.
Sandra Collins.
Oh boy.
A music CD player. I guess even cold-blooded killers enjoy a good tune now and again. A music CD player. Kind of a lame hiding place for a key.
Yoink! Back it up, back it up.
Let's see what's behind this drawer. A llama matchbook tin. I'd walk a kilometer for a llama.
Yoink!
A llama cigarette tin. I'd walk a kilometer for a llama. Two of these surveillance photos show Emily in the Flamingo. The others must be of Sandra Collins.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
This key looks like it might go to a padlock.
Alright, back to the Bruin stew.
So, who was that young woman I saw you in here with? New romance?
No. She's a reporter for the Bay City Mirror. She wrote those articles you were telling me about. She gave me some new information, so I need to check out a few things with you.
Ask about Gary Lee.
I'm pretty sure that's Crazy Gary's real name.
Got it.
So Gary Lee and Crazy Gary are one and the same. I've always steered clear of him, but I happen to know that he usually hangs out in an alley behind the Golden Gate Hotel.
Save your game here. Okay.
Save a lot.
I kind of wanted to knock out the guard. That sounded fun.
Kinda does.
Golden Gate Hotel. Hi, Gary.
A blessing be upon you and your progeny unto 3 generations. How may I assist you in your thirsty quest for knowledge?
He's weird.
Oh, yeah.
That appellation is foreign to me.
Actually, he looks familiar, too.
Yes, that is my name. I am aware that it is not the name I am known by. Yes, I know him. He came to me bearing a bottle of exquisite scotch. In exchange, I was to watch to see what deliveries were made to the Fuchsia Flamingo nightclub. Earlier today, I spoke with him and told him that I saw a package delivered yesterday. He was very pleased. For your information, only minutes ago, I saw a light in the water tower above Rusty's funhouse.
Oh, we need to go.
I better go back and check up on Rusty's roof.
Go, 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 go.
Go, go, Power Rangers. This way. Ah, faster, damn it. Or we can just casually saunter. That works, too. Yeah. Motion sick. Yes, I want to use the ladder. Save your game here.
Oh boy. Going in the...
Climb the ladder to the water tower trapdoor and use the padlock key from Horton's office on the Meister lock. The key fits like a glove.
Oh shit.
Are they in our office?
In her dressing room. This ain't happening on my watch.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oops.
There is somebody up in Emily's room. Look, I've had it with you. Look, I hear you at a stretcher. Swear to God, if you don't let me go, he's gonna kill her.
You better be on the level.
Shut up.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well, that was off.
Are you okay? I gotta catch that guy.
Go, Tex, go!
Hey!
Dangnabbit.
I take the back stairs of the Flamingo down to the street. Maybe I can still catch the Black Arrow Killer before he gets out of the neighborhood.
How about that, Tex?
Actually,
Listen, Brooke, I'm looking for a man. He's dressed all in black and he just attacked a girl over at the Flamingo. Have you seen him?
Yes, I heard a noise outside my shop. When I went out to look, I caught a glimpse of a black figure. A moment ago, I heard a noise on top of my roof, but I don't know how it could have got.
run, run, run! That. Think so. Yes.
Oh boy.
Save your game here.
Oh boy. And game hype, guys.
Tracked you down, sucker. Looks like Horton's waiting for something. Maybe a ride home. I better move fast.
Got him! Ha
Boy.
Whoa! Tex is getting his ass whooped. Yeah! Get it to him.
Get him, Tex. Get him. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch! Ow!
Damn it, Tex.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, oh!
He did it by accident.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Hey! Get back up here. I'm not through with you yet. You picked the wrong PI to screw with today, pal.
I don't even think this is endgame.
Seriously?
No, it's not.
Oh. Hell.
There's still several more days. Sorry.
Well.
Oh.
It isn't Mr. NSA alumnus Dag Horton. I have the strangest feeling he's not the real Black Arrow Killer. I'm missing part of the picture here, but what is it? And what's the connection to Malloy?
Well, not. So, sorry, I misconstrued it.
It's okay.
Need to go upstairs for a minute? Out of the past. This is cutscenes.
The cops show up right after I get a peek under Dag Horton's mask. They take my statement, then ask if I'd like to come and try the new coffee blend down at the station. I happen to know their coffee tastes like llama spit, but they're just being civil. When we get to the police station, I'm escorted into Mac Malden's office.
You don't say. Yeah? Who told you that? Okay. Did you know the guy you threw off the roof?
I didn't throw anybody off the roof, okay? Like I told your lackeys out there, we were rollerblading. Things got out of hand. He jammed his wheel, and the next thing I know...
You seem to forget I'm a cop, and I'm a tired, pissed-off cop. If you keep getting on my nerves, I can put you in a drunk tank. We can do this whole thing again tomorrow. So, you chase the guy up to Rusty's funhouse. Then what?
Well, there was a black Avatar speeder up on the roof waiting for the guy. I jumped him, and we struggled, but he went right over the top.
We got a witness says the attacker was carrying a box when he ran from the Flamingo. We didn't find it. You know anything about that?
No. I've told you everything I know.
Yeah, we're going up in a second, buddy. Let you out.
Weird ponytail.
All right, Murphy. You can go. Your story matches up. Right? There's one more thing. The NSA is getting involved in this. They're interested in that missing box. They're gonna want to talk to you. Don't get too smart on this one, Murphy. You're in way over your head.
Thanks for the tip.
Oh, you're welcome. One more thing.
Oh, man, this is not what you're gonna tell me. Stick around in town. We might have to ask you some more questions. How many times have you told me that over the last 10 years?
This case is getting way too complicated. There's a connection between Horton, the NSA, and the box Horton stole from Emily's apartment. But what is it? The NSA getting involved worries me. And then there's that gorgeous woman who got me off the hook. Who's she? I guess I need a plan of action. But first I need to talk to Emily and find out what she knows about Malloy. And then about the box Horton stole from her apartment. Sheesh, gonna be a busy day.
Just the man I want to talk to. I understand the Black Arrow killer struck for the last time. Care to make any comment?
Yeah, I've got a name for you. Dag Horton.
Thanks for the lead. I'll see what I can find out about this Horton guy. This could be just what I need to top off my story on the Black Arrow killer cover-up.
Yeah, I'm sure the NSA is just gonna love it.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, we'll wait. There's a message for us.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yep, BRB.
Be right back.
I was gonna be really confused because I was like, wait a second, how can that be the end of the game? We still haven't solved where the guy is. Like, yeah, alright. Oh, that's not the end. Wanna go up? Come on. Hey there, little girl. Go up. Go. Wanna go out?
Come on. Okay, you grab.
Yeah, I'll grab those for you. Okay. Fine.
And go side.
boy, Jake. Come here, girl. Sit. Alright, there you go, girl. One surprise worked, but the other one didn't.
Okay.
Alrighty.
We're back. Yeah, I'll probably go for another half an hour or so.
Gotcha.
If that works.
Another what?
Half an hour or so?
Oh yeah, that works.
Well, I arrived safe and sound in Phoenix. It's almost as hot here as it was in your apartment the other day. Well, I just called to say hi, so hi.
All right.
Come on in. Glad you came by. Have you had any problems with the cops?
No. Nothing serious.
You want a drink?
Sure.
Bourbon. Straight up, right?
Right. How'd you guess?
Physiognomy. It's a hobby of mine. You can tell almost anything about a person by their facial features.
So I guess I have a bourbon face.
Something like that. Listen, Murphy, I've got to apologize for the other night. See, that note that Emily got shook me up pretty bad. Though, I didn't want her to know I was worried.
Well, don't sweat it. I guess I kind of have a distrustful face. Of course, that'd be your department.
Well, I do want to thank you. You saved Emily's life.
So she's okay?
She's pretty rattled. But she isn't hurt. If you'd come in any later than you did. She's upstairs, sleeping it off.
I'm fine, Gus. I couldn't sleep anymore. Gus told me what you did. I don't know how to thank you.
Well, I guess we cut it pretty close, but I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks.
Listen, Emily, it's not too much trouble. I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Come on, Murphy. She's been through enough already. Cops grilled her last night. Let's let it rest for a while.
It's okay, Gus. I owe him. A couple more questions isn't gonna hurt me. Go ahead, Tex.
The man who attacked you last night took something from your apartment. Looked like a small box. Do you know what it was?
No. I mean, I don't know what was in it. I couldn't figure out how to open it.
How'd you get it?
Well, Thomas sent it to me. I don't know why anyone would want it.
How did it arrive?
Through some delivery service. It was wrapped in plain brown wrapper.
How'd you know Thomas sent it to you?
Well, I recognized the handwriting on the outside of the wrapper. Thomas is my husband.
Pardon me for being stupid, but let me get this straight. You're Thomas Malloy's wife?
Yeah, we were married about a year ago.
So where's your husband?
I don't know.
Well, do you have any idea why he doesn't want you to know where he is?
No. He just said it'd be better for me. Safer for me. I honestly don't know why he left.
That's weird.
It was just plain brown paper. I threw it out, I guess. I don't know where it is. I really don't know too many people around here. I heard Thomas mention that, but I don't know much about it. I'm afraid I'm not much help. I'm not very good with names. I haven't heard... Sorry. It's not a very glamorous name. When I make a big, I'll change it to something more exciting.
Hey, Elise.
Hey, Elise.
Look at me! I'm on a motherfucking dinosaur!
Oh, I met Clint. He has a chocolate stand up at the Coit Tower. He always gives me samples for free.
We just accidentally threw a guy off a roof.
Yep.
Gus is an old friend. He's always taking good care of me.
Well, technically, he was beating the crap out of me. He stood on my coat, and I stood up too fast. That's what happened. Well, yeah. No, it works.
This is Thomas, all right. I'm so worried about him. He doesn't look well, does he? I'm not very good with names.
True.
He was one of those cops that questioned me. He smelled like soy sauce. He's the pig that works at the Ritz
Soy
Hotel.
sauce.
When Thomas was staying there, I used to go visit. Nilo always made me feel cheap. The way he looked at me.
God, I just want the Seinfeld sound. Welcome back to Everybody Hates Nilo. Everybody Hates Nilo is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
I really don't know too many people around here.
I don't know too many people.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm not very good with... Louis owns a diner down the street. The stew and... I don't remember.
It rhymes! It's the Bruins stew!
I think she's the girl who works at a
No, that
restaurant
girl?
across the street.
Watch, I ask her about me. I'm not too good with names.
I haven't heard much about you, except that you're a good PI.
Alright.
Actually, I'm feeling really beat. I'm gonna go back to bed. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, Mrs. Plot Device.
She's a real trooper, isn't she?
Yeah. Murphy, I really owe you. You ever need a favor? Just name it.
Thanks. Keep that in mind. Right now, I need as much information as I can get about Malloy.
I'll tell you what I know.
See how useful you are.
If I knew where he was, I'd tell you. But I haven't heard from him for almost a month.
His voice sounds really familiar.
He looks
I
familiar,
think I threw
too.
it out in the dumpster behind the club. It might still be there.
Sweet.
I checked out the box
What's his
Emily
name?
received, but I couldn't figure out how
It's
to
Gus Leach.
it. Doesn't sound familiar. I've heard it's the most powerful agency in the government. A couple things Malloy told me made me think they're after him for some reason. Don't know.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Doesn't sound...
What?
The Pandora effect.
Pandora Directive.
I read the paper. It's about the only mutant-run publication in the city. I don't know him. I think she's gonna be okay. She's pretty resilient. Emily has a weak spot for chocolate, so we've gotten to know Clint pretty well. He's a strange one. Let's talk about
Chris
something more
Connors.
interesting.
Wait, Gus Leach?
Yeah. Oh, he's an overseer, too? And he's a voice actor in Amped. Snowboarding game. Oh, that's not.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
His voice sounds really familiar.
Looks like it was taken recently. Doesn't sound... He was one of the cops that questioned me and Emily. Can't say much else about him. I don't know him. Doesn't sound... I don't... I bought a few things from the pawn shop when I was decorating the club. Bargaining with Rook is like removing a splinter. That's the big guy who runs the diner, right? Seems real friendly. And he makes some tasty grub. I gave Chelsea a complimentary membership. She's the kind of person I like to have in the club. You seem like a decent guy. I think we'll get along fine. As long as you keep your hands off Emily.
Chelsea's the one we want. Alright.
That looks like it could be the brown paper wrapper from the package Malloy sent to Emily. It's snagged up on the light post, though.
Aha!
Oh, there's no return address or name. But there has to be something here that will give me a lead to Malloy. Maybe I need to take a closer look.
Ah, okay, now I know what to do. So we combine you with you.
Show me what I recorded, isn't it?
So, the microdot on the wrapper contains a PB meter number. Probably some kind of postal code. Must identify which post office the package was sent from. Now I just need to find someone who would know which post office that is.
Alright, we're in the alley behind... This is the club. Okay, cool. I go to Rusty's again. What? Let's glide around like something or other. Nobody designed these games with the idea that a mouse would have this much sensitivity on it. Which is fine. I mean, they're expecting you to use a mouse that actually has a ball.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember those, do you remember back in the day actually having to take the ball out and clean it? I remember that.
Yep.
Or having to, like, scrape the hair off the rollers.
Yep.
Wait, what? I heard her flapping. Something up there, too.
That bird wants to leave a present on my fedora.
Oh, never mind.
I can just feel it.
Yeah, mine's not looking too keen either.
Yeah, but you're going to be cleaning this off anyway.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be...
He's going to be rearranging.
I'm going to redo my entire desk because I feel like it needs a change.
And he got a new SSD and some new memory that's coming Friday. Yeah, that's what we've been doing here did some of that today. He's planning on doing that. We're in organizing mode. I like my new setup. I've kind of cleaned up my desk too. When I got my new keyboard and mouse, my new monitor. It's like spring cleaning before spring.
Yep. back down the ladder. I'm almost done with this crap with my throat, too, which is great. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
we went up because today we put all of our
should work fine down
put the
here.
rest of the Christmas stuff away. We went through the room I have upstairs where I hang out some of the time, which has all my bookshelves and tops and all that type of stuff.
The box he stole from Emily's apartment was planning on using this to locate the box later. This operation.
I have to sell some board games. Board games I don't want to keep.
Will speed up.
That's one of the things we're gonna go through too. I think we got the upstairs for the most part done, and then we got to work down here. But that's gonna take some time. I'm excited to see what he does with his desk. And I'm excited that he's got the SSD and stuff in the memory, so he'll be able to play some of the games he has.
Like Cyberpunk, that'd be nice.
Yeah. He did a lot of... did some upgrading and stuff with Christmas money and his end of the year bonus and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait,
yeah. That's annoying. We moved all of our... So he has a closet in here, and when I had my puzzles in it, we moved them out into our living room area, and our ottoman thing that has storage in it, so that way they're out there. So whenever I feel like working on a puzzle, I can work on a puzzle.
Well, it says save my game here. Oops. Save.
Oh. Puzzles? We usually end up gluing them and keeping them.
Gotcha.
But donating them's not a bad idea. Oh. That's a lot. We don't have that many. I might get there with books someday. My book collection is pretty.
Wonder what's hidden inside this wall. The brick looks like it should come loose, but I can't get my fingers under it to move it.
Yeah.
Chisel it out of the wall. Oh.
What are you so excited about?
We'll see here in a second, because I don't think I actually have to do that.
Whoa. A small device is attached to the box.
Nope.
I'd better take a closer look before I do anything rash. Claiborne mine. I've read about these. To deactivate it, the red photons must be transferred to the left, and vice versa for the green. They're transferred by using the small shuttle that has 3 black stripes on it and is now on the red side. The transfer chamber must be powered by a red or green power cell, which is lighter color than the others. Red or green photons can be in the same chamber and in the shuttle, but if there's more of one color than the other, it creates an imbalance, and the shuttle won't transfer.
Okay. Makes sense. There we go. Yay! Cool. Thank you.
This box has holes drilled all over the top. I'll need to find whatever goes in those holes in order to get this box open.
I don't want to do the mine again, so yeah, no.
Yeah. Don't blame you.
Alright, so let's get the hell out of here.
Got a new game for the Switch too. Good fun. I got Hogwarts Legacy. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's been fun. Just
Am I gonna get bashed over the head
J.K.
again?
Rowling
Yep.
wasn't who she was as a person, though.
Oh man, this isn't about those parking
Just
tickets.
shut
up. All right. My new acquaintance is a good deal less cordial than the police were earlier. I'm thrown into the back of a black Avatar speeder. A few minutes later, we fly into the industrial sector and land by a familiar building. Auto Tech. I'm led inside, straight to Jackson Cross's office.
Oh.
Welcome, Mr. Murphy.
It's not too bad.
Make yourself comfortable.
Oh, wait a second, I recognize this guy.
Do you know where you are?
I think. I'm going to save, because it tells me to save. This guy sounds familiar.
I'm not that terribly far into it, though. So.
In your office?
That's correct. Do you know who I work for?
Oh, yeah, see, this one isn't that bad.
Oh, Jesus, no. Who is this guy? He's very familiar.
Just the main story, he said, like, 25...
28 and a half hours.
28 and a half hours.
And then if you do all the extras and everything else, I think it's like 48. And that adds another 20 hours of stuff.
Yeah. So it's definitely, it's not as long as, yeah. Assassin's Creed games take forever. I don't think I've seen one since, I remember the last Assassin's Creed game I saw. I really like that Ezio.
Barry Corbin.
He was Syndicate? I can't remember. I'm sure there's been I'm sure there's been more since I stopped. It was my ex who was into those I watched play. Yeah. Fry Twins, remember the Fry Twins?
Northern Exposure, Urban Cowboy War Games.
Unity. Oh.
Yeah, One Tree Hill he was on. Probably a dad.
Never watched One Tree Hill.
Oh, never mind.
Another
Sorry,
show I want to watch at some point, eventually. Life.
What you say?
Gotcha.
Gotcha. All right.
What's the last one that they came out with?
Well, if it's about that student loan, I think you and I could work out a reasonable payment schedule.
You said the last one?
Yeah, the most recent.
I thought that was Valhalla. Oh, Mirage?
Mirage. I know they used to do like one a year. Or they were at one point. I don't know if I heard of Mirage. I don't think I've seen Valhalla.
Mr. Murphy, did you ever hear of the Graham Act?
Basim? Gotcha.
That's an executive
I
order.
don't think I did
that was
Odyssey.
enacted about 40 years ago, when the United States was having trouble with terrorist groups. It gives our agency carte blanche when dealing with
Remember
internal
Connor?
security matters.
Oh boy.
The Native
So
American
don't
guy.
dick with me, Murphy. I'll pull out my gun and blow your face off.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Oh, the Egypt one.
Well then, I
Is
guess
that
you
Odyssey?
the NSA.
There's the Egypt one.
Bravo.
I liked
Give the
him
man
too.
a big cigar. Now to the next question. Do you know why you're here?
Egypt one?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Odyssey?
No. Odyssey has a gladiator on the front of it.
Oh, right.
Are you trying to recruit me?
Origins.
Oh,
Now, let
okay,
me
yeah.
refresh your memory.
Yeah, he was the
Remember
first
other night, up on the roof,
assassin.
the man you
Or-
threw off was an
sorta.
NSA agent.
I don't know if Altair was technically the first
Help
assassin,
if you hire clumsy people.
or if that guy came before
Your
Altair.
actions contributed to the
Don't
death of
remember.
an NSA agent.
Oh.
Not to mention the small matter of interfering
Gotcha.
with an NSA investigation. Now you've got 1 minute to tell me all you know, or you'll find yourself the latest victim of the Graham Act.
A girl hired me to find out who was stalking her. I kept an eye on her place. I saw your guy in her apartment.
Sure.
I chased him to the roof.
I have
He
a
pulled out gun. He
general
tried to shoot
idea-ish,
me.
I think.
We struggled and he fell.
I just
Known
don't know.
for some time that high-level drug deals were going on at the Fuchsia Flamingo. That night, a shipment of euphoria was to be delivered. We had our agent at the girl's apartment to make the bust. Her life was never in any danger. You screwed up.
Her life was never in danger. He was choking the shit out of her. Bullshit.
I know that you're still holding something back. What is it?
Look, I didn't ask to get mixed up in this case. I'm just a small-time PI. And all I want to do right now is get out of your hair and go back to doing what people do when they're alive.
So that's it. There's nothing more you want to tell me.
Oh, well, there is one more thing. Your agent found a small metal box at the Flamingo.
So you do have it. You should have said so in the first place. Now, do you want to tell us where it is?
Will you cut me a deal?
Oh, I'm not much of one for compromises, Mr. Murphy. Get me the box. I'll see what kind of mood I'm in.
I've got it right here. Take it.
So you beat us to the box. You impress me, Murphy. I'm gonna do you the favor of a lifetime. I'm gonna let you walk. But if I catch you meddling in NSA affairs one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet right in your eyeball. Is that clear? Get this puke head out of my office. I'll be watching you.
Back to the office.
Yeah, this is good. You can drop me anywhere along here.
We will.
Whoa! Assholes.
We didn't mean literally.
The NSA thugs are courteous enough to drop me off back at the Ritz. When I get to my apartment, I notice the door is slightly ajar. The government boys probably spent some time in my office looking for the box.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
I hope you don't mind. The door was open.
Well, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long.
Nice place you got here. Decorate it yourself?
No. My housekeeper just started on Prozac.
Have a seat.
Well, thank you.
So, aren't you gonna thank me?
You pulled my chestnuts out of the fire the other night, didn't you? I didn't get a chance to thank you because you left so quickly. I want to know why you did it.
Oh, I'm sure you have women doing all kinds of crazy things just to get your attention.
You don't know me very well, do you? When a woman pays attention to me, generally I'm so stunned, I don't do anything about it.
I doubt that very much. So you drink bourbon, huh?
Yeah, I can afford it.
Yamas.
Yamas. Sounds Greek to me.
That's Greek to everybody.
I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ms.
Madsen. Regan Madsen. But I'd prefer you call me Regan.
Okay, Regan. You can call me Tex.
That's not your real name. What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
Sorry. I gotta know somebody pretty thoroughly before I come clean on that one.
Sure.
Well, then, maybe you should get to know me pretty thoroughly. So where's the box?
Box. Yeah, I got lots of boxes. What size do you need?
You know what I'm talking about.
I do not.
Oh, she played Midge.
You like to play games,
That
Tex.
70s show.
So do I.
Oh!
What's your angle?
That's why I recognize her voice. Yeah, it is Midge.
My business is my own. I don't have a partner, and I don't like small talk. You're a very beautiful woman. Extremely beautiful woman. But that doesn't make any difference.
Regan, oh, where's Gunnar?
She died in 21.
Tough, too.
Yeah.
I have a proposition for
Okay,
you.
I don't get it.
First of all, you should know.
I don't.
I didn't just stumble into this part of town by accident. I've been looking for somebody.
And who might that be?
Regan, how old?
Thomas Malloy.
On the roll? I don't know.
Find out.
I don't get it, Shrum. I'm
He knows all
done.
the
Oh,
beautiful women in town.
He's
Oh.
my father.
Gotcha.
sorry. Oh shit, she's Thomas
I heard
Malloy's
you were
daughter.
asking around about him, and I thought I'd see what you found out.
You said something about boxes.
Still playing the game? My father sent out several boxes lately.
Oh.
The NSA was closing in on him, and he started to panic. I'm not exactly sure what was in the boxes or however many he sent out, but whoever finds all those boxes is going to come into an ungodly amount of money.
So what's your proposition?
I've already got one of the boxes. You give me the one you have.
so this
I'll
is a
cut
lot
you
of
the deal. Help me locate
cutscenes.
the others, and we'll have more money than you ever imagined.
She don't give a shit about her father. She
That's
cares
my
about the
proposition,
boxes.
Plain and simple. You'll probably want some time to think this over. Why
Don't
don't
have
you
the
call
box
me
anymore,
when
lady.
you're ready to talk?
Nope,
Nope.
the NSA took it.
Don't lose that number, Tex. I think we'd make a perfect fit.
Well, Regan Madsen sure knows how to make a first impression. Question is she on the level? There's no way to know if she's really Malloy's daughter or if she knows any more about the boxes than I do. I wonder if Fitzpatrick has any knowledge of the boxes, or Regan for that matter. There's a lot more involved here than just tracking down an old friend. And I'm right in the middle of it.
Oh, Tex.
Chelsea!
Hey, I finally caught you at home. What's going on?
Oh, the usual. I've been shot at twice. I was called in for questioning by the cops and had an NSA agent threaten to blow my brains out.
All the things men say to impress their women.
Oh boy.
Hey, called to see how much
Hey,
you
Coco.
miss me.
Hey, Coco. Suzanne Barnes. Why is that name?
Objection!
Okay.
Why don't you
Odyssey.
fly back here and I'll show you.
Origins.
Right here on my big old desk.
Okay, He-Man. I'll let you get back to being bored and lonely without me. You know, I'm not going to be staying here too much longer. I should be home in a week or so. And I've got something that I think you're really going to like.
No, I ended up, there's like 3 levels left. I still have to finish it. So I'll probably finish it tomorrow and then move on to something else.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I remember
guess what it is.
3. Is that
One
the
of
one
those
with
special
Connor?
fedoras with the built-in beer spout.
Oh, I think you'll like this even better. I've got to go now. See you, Tex.
Yes, okay.
Well, I arrived safe and sound in Phoenix.
Alright. Let's take a look at this. So now we have... Oh yeah, it is a pain. Alright, we need to call Gordon Fitzpatrick.
Oh, she isn't done. Basically done this.
So are we any closer to finding Dr. Malloy?
I'm confident that we're closer than when we started.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, what can I do for you? As I've said, Thomas had a daughter named Regan. She was very young when I knew her in China. I can't say that this Regan Madsen is Thomas's daughter. Intriguing. If you find this puzzle box, I'd like to have a look at it.
I already got taken
I'm
from
afraid
us.
The NSA is...
I think I've done all these. So, end conversation, we'll exit. I'm going to save this real quick.
Oh, gotcha.
Ah.
Ezio Auditore.
Ezio's bromance with Leonardo is hilarious.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah.
True. Well, Ubisoft is cocksuckers anyway. You don't want to get me started with Ubisoft because
Ezio Auditore.
you don't want me getting started with Ubisoft because I'm still banned from several of their forums because of
She said, "Nah, I'm mad at them too."
the Trials games. The forum for
Super Ubi Sububi.
Ubisoft. Ugh. I've gotten banned from so many of their forums just because I give them shit about their Trials games. It's not.
What can I do for you, Murphy?
Of course, I still buy them, but I bought the last Trials game like real cheap. I love those games, but every single one after that just keeps getting shittier. Alright.
I don't go to work tomorrow.
I don't either. Fuck that.
Don't know anything?
I'm too tired.
She came down to the station and asked about you. It's a good thing she vouched for you, too, or you might still be a guest here.
Ugh.
Like I told you.
That's the code for the post office in the Mission District.
That was a different. Okay.
We confirmed his identity before the NSA showed up. I don't know anything else about him. We've had the NSA push us out of the way a couple of times. When they say jump.
At least if you want to make me any emotes, I'll try.
So.
Well, I would say that, but then again, keep fucking up. I don't know how many emote slots I have open now. I haven't looked at it in years. Ever since Riddy and Salad made mine.
Well, there are some things I don't know about.
Riddy, I haven't seen Riddy in a while.
Yeah.
She's a
Or
crime
Salad.
reporter for the basic.
Salad don't come to our streams.
Currently playing Grand Theft Auto 5.
Don't. Seems like a nice girl. I don't think she has any idea why this happened. She's just lucky she isn't dead right now. You think I don't? I questioned him down at the Flamingo. He knew what to know, but
That's
not
because
much
they
else.
forced him.
Oh, and he said if I saw you, to say that he'd like to talk to you. No, can't. Don't.
Alright, I think we're done with this. Post office, here we go.
I land my speeder outside the post office Mac referred me to. The counter help fails to live up to its name, but a professional loiterer working outside seems to recognize Malloy in the
not on
photo.
yours?
Yeah.
For half a pack of smokes, he suggests I check out several boarding houses in the area. After pounding the pavement for over an hour, I arrive at a quaint brownstone called the Garden House.
Cool.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man named Thomas Malloy. Is he staying here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me think. No, none of my guests is named Malloy.
Here's a photograph of him.
Oh, heavens, yes. He moved in last week. Such a nice man.
Well, I know he seems very nice, but he's really a sick man. You know, nuts. He's got a terrible case of Murphy bar syndrome.
My goodness, he seems so lucid.
Yes, it's a strange illness.
For who? Which
The only
character? Who?
symptoms are an irresistible attraction to boarding houses and, of course, compulsive lying. When he has a relapse, it's like pulling teeth to get a straight answer out of it.
Ah.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I know that respecting and caring for your elders is considered old-fashioned, but it's a responsibility that I take very seriously.
Wish you, my nephew. Your uncle's not in right now, but I'll let you into his room. You can wait for him up there. Okie dokie?
Alright, so we got into his room. Let's save. Ah, here we are.
A book of puzzles. Maybe it has some word searches in it. I love word searches. A collection of the Bay City Mirror's daily anagram puzzles. If I ever really get stuck on an anagram, at least I've got a connection at the newspaper. Looks like the closet door. It's all locked up. Cosmic Connection magazine. I remember Fitzpatrick telling me about the Cosmic Connection magazine. Looks like a sci-fi rag to me.
Oh, no.
A collection of the
That's a long-ass number. Back up. Or actually, no, we'll look down.
It's an envelope addressed to someone named Elijah Witt.
CD. Oh. Alrighty.
Need to watch season 2. Haven't watched it yet.
Jump straight to Tex's computer room. Well, computer.
Yeah, I've heard.
Shit, we need a code. Oh. No code for computer. Oh, no. Resume. Thank you. Travel. Back. To the future. Alright.
We
don't need roads.
This Sarah Jeans wasn't here before. This warehouse address is 54 Front Street. That's in the waterfront area.
We should probably stop here.
This warehouse address is 50...
Gotcha. I feel my head hurting already. Gotcha. Oh! I think we found him.
Dr. Thomas Malloy, I presume.
You're NSA, aren't you?
No, sir, I'm not NSA. My name's Tex Murphy, and I'm a private investigator. I was hired by a friend of yours.
I don't have any friends, Mr. Murphy.
Well, what about Gordon Fitzpatrick?
Fitz. Good old Fitz. I wonder why he sent you after me.
Are you all right?
Give me some water, will you?
Sounds like me a while ago.
Thanks. I've led an excessive life, and I'm afraid the bill is coming due. Now listen, Murphy. What I'm going to tell you could help Fitzpatrick continue my work.
Oh, great.
The only catch is I'll put you in the same danger I'm in.
Don't let that stop you. Danger's a little like Jell-O. Always room for a little more.
Ever hear of Project Blue Book?
Sounds familiar.
Have you ever heard of Roswell?
Yeah. About 100 years ago, there was an apparent UFO crash, and the government came out and said it was just a weather balloon.
A weather balloon? It was no damn weather balloon. It was a spacecraft. The Roswell incident was the greatest disinformation campaign of all time.
So what was the connection between Roswell and Project Blue Book?
Well, Roswell is where Project Blue Book became Project Blueprint. Now, you probably never heard about it, seeing as how you're still alive.
Why do I have the feeling you're about to lower my odds in that department? Do you mind?
In 1947, an alien spacecraft
He literally just
crashed in the
tapped the fucking cigarette against the goddamn barrel and said
wreckage
flammable.
was taken to the Air Force base nearby for testing. And of course, they were looking for weapons.
Sounds like the military hasn't changed too much. If you don't mind me asking, Doctor, how do you fit into all of this?
In 1984, I came on board Project Blueprint. My job was to carry on the work of deciphering the hieroglyphics found in the spacecraft. Anyway, in early 1996, word of a breakthrough spread throughout the
It's annoying me.
cosmos. Now, apparently someone had discovered that one of the alien instruments could generate minute quantities of anti-hydrogen. The big boys in Washington were ecstatic. Now, if you remember, the desert standoff was in effect, and we were looking for a technological edge over the Middle East bloc. Now, we had it in the palm of our hands. But unfortunately, as you know, things went very wrong.
That's the understatement of the century.
Well, the military was in such a hurry, they didn't take time to do any testing. Instead, they started a political incident, then proceeded to bomb the hell out of the Middle East.
Greatest snafu in history.
Now, after the war, I left the military, but I managed to smuggle out all my notes and other important items from Roswell. I secretly continued my research.
Okay, Malloy, don't move! I said freeze! Don't be stupid. Put it down! Look, I'm supposed to bring you back alive, not in a body bag. Think so. No! Back off. Back off! My orders were to bring in Malloy alive. But I guess that doesn't apply to you, does it?
Oh, in that case. You mind?
Games get weird.
What the fuck is going on?
It's a government cover-up.
Well, I understand that, but
you don't want us to know about the aliens.
What does it matter anymore?
I don't know.
What is it?
I found Malloy just in time to watch him take a bullet. I wasn't sure whether that qualified as solving the case or not. Either way,
Don't want to get in trouble for a cover-up.
He comes by my office, and I fill him in on what's happened. Second agent opened fire.
No!
Killed him. I barely got out of it alive. So for the next few minutes, I relate the events that led up to finding Malloy. But it's clear that his death is only part of the reason for Fitzpatrick's reaction. He's been withholding information from me since the beginning. Now it's time to find out what he knows about Malloy's work.
An unfortunate turn of events. Extremely unfortunate. Well, I guess this brings our partnership to an end. What do I owe you?
I think you owe me some details.
To what do you refer?
Look, Malloy was onto something big. He was just about to tell me until someone turned him into a corkboard. I want to know what happened. But most of all, I want to know what's going on here.
No, don't get into it. Forget this business. Take the money and walk away.
It's too late. I'm already involved. Now, 1, possibly 3 NSA agents are dead. And for some strange reason, they're going to think that I'm involved with all this. And even if I wanted to drop out right now, the odds are they're going to find me and fill me with so much lead, they're going to be able to use me as a pencil. But aside from that, Malloy was onto something big. And those boxes are the key.
You know about the boxes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that puts a different light on things, doesn't it? Well, if you insist on staying with this, becoming involved, as you say, I've got to be able to be sure that I can rely on you, trust you. You know, this isn't the kind of thing that you can sort of dabble in and then back away.
Well, normally I do have a little problem with commitment. But on this, I'm in 100%.
All right. Thomas Malloy and I, scientific researchers, were working together in Roswell. And we became friends. Our friendship really developed when we were transferred to China after the great disaster of World War III. After some time,
oh boy,
Malloy took me into his confidence and showed me what he'd been secretly working on. Translating ancient alien hieroglyphics, taken from the crash of that Roswell spacecraft.
So you know what it is he was going to tell me?
No, I don't think so. Not really. I knew that he'd been, deciphering these ancient hieroglyphics. Some of the symbols that were found there, the dominating symbol seemed to be, or the dominating information seemed to be, that there was a second spacecraft approaching the Earth. And there was a continuing, recurring symbol of a black sun. Mysterious. He didn't get that at all. That really bugged him.
Well, this is all really interesting. But it's not the kind of information somebody kills for.
Tex, screw your head on straight! I'm ready to believe there is a second spacecraft down somewhere on this planet Earth unfound. Now, imagine that spacecraft filled with a technology that none of us have ever dreamed of. Imagine what someone would do to obtain that technology. Imagine what the government would do. Wouldn't it be worth killing for?
You've got one of the boxes, don't you?
I do. Receiving it led me to believe that my friend's life was in danger.
Well, then you probably know more about the boxes than I do.
Variations on a Chinese puzzle box. Tom had maybe 4, 5, or 6 of them made to his specifications while he was in China. Just some kind of a novelty, I think.
Do you know how to open them?
No. Never occurred to me to ask. Now, what do you know about the boxes?
Well, I had one, and the NSA picked me up. They gave me a choice between giving them the box or having my brains blown out.
Recovering that box has got to be our first priority. Otherwise, I doubt we can continue.
That's not going to be easy. I'll see what I can do.
Oh boy.
We have to break into the NSA? Oh, God.
Oh, Tex, you're way over your head here, buddy.
One more thing. You talked a lot about trusting me. Why should I trust you?
Mr. Murphy, I have more money and other vanities than I could possibly ever use. My purpose in being here at the center, if there is a center to all this, is to follow the trail towards which my old friend pointed me. I don't know where it will lead, but I intend to reach that end.
I guess we're in business. There's something about Fitzpatrick that makes me trust him totally, though I have been wrong in that area before. He knows about the boxes, same as Regan does, but their motivations seem to be worlds apart. I figure my best strategy is to stay right here on the middle ground. The fact of the matter is, I want to know what Malloy was going to tell me. That's my motivation. And the first step from here is to recover the box I handed over to the NSA.
All right. I'm gonna leave that for next time. I'm going to save and stop.
Yeah, this is getting...
Whew. Every time you... Thank you, I don't care.
Sounds like Miles.
I am Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
I love Miles.
Who doesn't? All right. All right. We are going to call it a night. We will continue this next Sunday. As long as things work out. Which they should, I think.
Yes.
I haven't heard from Adam yet either. That's distressing. But anyways. I will catch you all next time. Yeah, no worries.
No problem. We'll be back on tomorrow doing random stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll be playing random stuff that probably annoys me. Anyways, you all have a good night.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks for coming.
Peace.